Good morning, fellas. How are we doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, what's up, what's up? Fresh out of the shower, fresh on the shiny charm. It's time for the Entei hunt. How are we doing today? If we manage to finish the Entei hunt today, which I kind of doubt will happen, I'll probably end up heading over to Dratini or Larvitar as a shunt, and we'll see what happens with that. But good morning. Peepo Riot 4th rat. Guys, we're done, okay? We escaped the rat jail, the rat hell. Why do you want me to go back so bad? What's up, fellas? How are we doing today? Have a good stream. Good morning, guys. How are we doing? What's up? My name is Patrouski. No, it's not. Your name's Meinl-chan. I love the outfit. Looking good though, man. Wow, what a strikingly handsome. There's a lot of commitment put into this outfit. Like, obviously, not everything's perfectly color-wise. Like, the hairs are a slightly different color. The wings are different color. But, like, this is really good. I want to see him off his bike so I can see if he has the lollipop. Good fucking cosplay, man. Nice work. Looking good. It is so relieving to have the cowl, guys. Yeah, for, like, being able to have it and move on is super, super, super nice. Yeah, you exactly nailed it, Daniel. I have Doug Trio on me for Arena Trap, just in case I get the shiny Abra here. Unlikely, but it's always want to be prepared for any shiny options, you know? I think I might have figured out what's been going on with my stream. I thought it was my internet, but it might not be my internet. We might have been misdirecting hate towards Comcast, but you know what? They deserve it. It's okay. But it might be Comcast as well. It might be a glitch in Streamlabs because it consistently happens. If I restart Streamlabs and then go live, I don't see the issue, which is really strange to me. So usually my daily schedule is like I wake up, I record videos or like, you know, do thumbnails, descriptions, titles. I wake up and record and do like desk work. And then I have Streamlabs open before I start stream. And then when I start stream without restarting Streamlabs, I feel like it crashes. I don't understand. Maybe it's an internet issue. Maybe it's a Streamlabs issue. I don't know. I've checked Task Manager while streaming to like see if it's like my CPU or GPU like being overloaded. It doesn't seem to be the case with that. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, but that's my thought process so far. I'm gonna go grab my pizza bagels. I'll be right back. Was so close to the Rat King Sag. Don't worry, if you guys do want to see me become rank 1 shiny rat owner in Team Mister, it's still possible. Okay, we still need to. Yo. Don't worry, if you want to see me become the Rat King, I still have hunts that require or have rats as a fail. So first things first, shiny Ditto in the bottom of Cinnabar Mansion is 50% Ditto, 50% rat. And then Houndour is 50% times 3 hordes of 50% Houndour, 50% rat. So I can still get some shiny rats in the future, fellas. Don't you worry. Also, I have to go back to Trubbish to get shiny Trubbish at some point, and I've already had 2 fail shiny Minchinos there, so I could get another shiny Minchino fail, which is like a mouse to rat. How much money would you say you have packed up, including packed up? Like, do you mean my net worth or of my account, or do you mean liquid cash that I have access to that I'm just not collecting, like this stuff? We hunt Houndour after dog for the rat. I'm down to go leave Johto again and do some different hunts. I've been in Johto for a long time. I'm down to take a break and finally leave, you know, Johto for a little bit, do some Houndour, do some Ditto, some Trubbish, stuff like that. Shiny Sandslash. Alpha Kingdra and Unova? Oh shit, good call. We'll go check that out, honestly. I'm down to check that. It's north of the Currents. Did I miss it? Oh, is this gonna be a super pain to get to, or am I just going the wrong way? I might just be going the wrong way. No, it might be over here. Wait a minute. This is Route 18, though. I think I went the wrong way. Maybe? Oh, do you have to go this way to, like... I think I see it. Yeah, you, like, have to go this way. Dude, I hate this area. You had to, like, come all the way here. Was it for Halloween? Or, like, Lunar New Year? There was some event, maybe anniversary. There was some event you had to come all the way here to, like, get a certain thing, and it was such a pain every time, like, an alpha spawned there or something. Holy shit, dude. It was so annoying. All right, let's remember the Seadra. If I fail this Seadra encounter, it's going to suck because it's going to cost so much time to get back here. We'll see how this goes. It was probably a Wisp. Oh, my God, yeah. Are you ready for a new Wisp guide? No. I hope the Wisps are in the same location. Wisps suck. Dude, I actually forgot about that until you just reminded me, Mishu. Making the Wisp guide was my least fun guide that I've ever recorded. I'm pretty sure I say at the end of that video where I'm like, this was literally the worst thing I've ever recorded. Holy shit, Wisper, a pain in the ass. You don't use still swap normalized strat? No, it's a really good strat, and it's really good for consistency, but alphas just aren't that hard. As long as you have like a couple level 100s and stuff, like, I don't know, alphas are just really easy. Like, I pretty much 1v1 all alphas with my one Breloom, with like a shit nature and shit stats. It's just not that, they're just not that hard. Watch me like eat my words and like lose to it now or something, but it's just, they're just not hard. Like, as long as you have, I use my like Rampardos to chip them down, and then I just go into Breloom and I like Spore sub stall until turn 11 or whatever, timer ball spam at 1 HP. I don't know. They're just really easy. You really don't need some sort of like hyper efficient, consistent strat, you know? It can be nice and helpful, but usually this is like totally good. There we go. Easy peasy. You could save some time and like be more consistent with like a official strat, but 3 times 31. And good stats as well. HP, defense, speed, male. This was a really good catch. This is like Water AA group, I believe. Water A Dragon. That's a fantastic alpha catch. I'm really happy with that. That's actually some really good shmoney. Let's head back over to... Should we go do Entei? Yeah, let's go back to Entei. Let's go hang out at National Park and do some single encounters there. I would just love... Any like secret shinies from here would be a dream come true for me. Like Sunkern, Lediba, all the memes here would be sick. There's also Pinsir here as a lore encounter, which would be an insane shiny. How's my Thursday? Dude, I'm eating pizza bagels, playing a game I love very much, and streaming. You can't ask for much better, dude. I'm doing pretty good today, man. How you doing? Hey, how do you get the free Sharpedo and other free stuff from PvP? Mostly just playing matches. We can go over the numbers on it in a sec. All right, for PvP stuff, I think you do get some points if you lose, if I'm not mistaken. At least, maybe not in randoms. Maybe you don't get any points if you lose. But essentially, if you go to PvP, if you go to matchmaking sign up, go to personal stats, you'll start earning matchmaking rewards whenever you get a win. And if you like go on win streaks, you'll get a lot more rewards. That's a really important thing. And I believe if you win at higher ranks, you might also get more or if you beat someone, if you're ranked 500 and you beat someone ranked like 700, you'll gain a lot more points as well. So it can be a huge benefit to getting placed against higher ranked players if you can beat them. Yeah, going for these, just playing PvP in the queue system, playing ranked. You can earn yourself some free competitive Pokemon, which is an awesome way to freely get into PvP, which is really cool. You can even use them as PVM mons. Like, if you want to, what's a good example? Get a Porygon Z for something. You could go for that for like some sort of PVM thing. They can absolutely be used as PVM mons as well. PvP is all fun and games until you run into AFC Adino. I know for a fact that if I played AFC Adino on ladder, I would have to just like do the most unpredictable dog shit moves to try to throw him. That would be like my only chance at victory. I couldn't beat him in a still matchup. My only chance at victory would be like doing some insane predictions and trying to like throw him off. That'd be the only way. Pat, do you see yourself going on another egg shunt, maybe shiny starters? I hilariously, yeah, probably. After finishing Cranidos, I was like, there's no way I'm ever egg hunting again. And then like a week later, I was like, damn, I want to egg hunt. I'd probably do something like Cherubi, Audino, Porygon, Snorlax, Turtwig. Those are some of the ones that I'm like thinking of at the moment. Is there any way to tell how many Elite Four completions you have? I finished one while ago when playing the game. Not sure if I completed it or not. There actually is. It's really interesting you brought that question up. It's instance info. Click this menu and then go to instance info. I always forget this exists, but you can actually check this and it'll show you all of your Elite Fours and your times completed them. I always forget this menu is a thing, but it does exist. So is it Gen 5 with Gen 9 movesets? Kind of, right? Like kind of, not really. We don't have things like liquidation. We don't have like freeze dry. We don't have like heavy duty boots. I always tell people PokeMMO is a custom game. That's how you have to think of it. It's a custom game. Wait, who saw the PvP changes recently, by the way? I'm not talking the tier changes. I'm talking the balancing changes. Video comes out today at 4 p.m., I believe, talking about it. I was stunned. Guys, do you know what's happening next update? It's back, boys. It's coming back. It's been gone for the past 3 or 4 years. Hydreigon is getting access to Draco Meteor once again. I'm really excited. I don't think it'll be broken. I think it'll just be fun, but I'm not a PvP expert. I would be really curious to hear AFC's expertise opinion. It's going to be so interesting. I'm excited, dude. I think a huge reason why it won't is like Assault Vest. Assault Vest like is a big deal. Not being able to just drop Dracos. It's going to be really interesting. it's funny because like I constantly do this phrase of explaining to people PokeMMO is a customly balanced game. Things like Garchomp can't learn Swords Dance, things like Hydreigon can't learn Drake, and now I can't do that. Like, I like that used to be like my two like little great example spiel, and now I literally have to like reword that because now Hydreigon can learn Draco Meteor. I don't know, it's kind of funny. Preston, unironically, you are onto something. Yeah, so it can't learn it yet, but they said next game update. Not to fucking jolt the market, not to do market manipulation like people like to fucking accuse me of. I'm just trying to spread information. Stocking up on 2x31 Dianos or catching 1x31 special attack, speed, timid, modest Hydreigons and Dianos is probably really good money right now. When that shit changes, every OU player is going to want fucking Draco Meteor dropping Hydreigons. That shit, yes. Keep an eye out. There's some insane money to be made. How do you feel about the push for Little Cup coming back? Can't wait for 20-minute wait times. Okay, I love Little Cup and I respect Little Cup and yada yada. But dude, fuck. Why you get to priorities? Okay, why would you add Little Cup instead of like RU or like PU? I've been talking about this for fucking years, man. Like I really do think PokeMMO needs RU. Like there's so many Pokemon squished into the same 3 tiers. In 5th gen they added RU, in 6th gen they added PU. They added 2 different tiers back to back because it was so squished. We really need RU and PU, or RU or PU in my opinion. I think it'd be so good, man. It'd be so helpful to the game's balance. And if we have longer wait times because of that, I'm okay with that, but not everybody's okay with that, which is like, it's a fair, like, you know, back and forth discussion. That's just me. Yeah, I don't know. I think Little Cup is really cool. It should not be prioritized over like RU or PU in my opinion. Like if you want to see why we need RU/PU, here we see OU has what? We can't see the number of Pokemon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 4 rows. Oh my god, streamer math cringe. 12 times 4 rows, what is that? 46 plus 2, 48. 48, okay? 48 Pokemon. Here we've got 46, 49. NU 30. What's it called? 30. So bad at math. 36, and then 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. 45. Untiered. Oh, and like, okay, obviously there's certain mons here that don't need to get utilized. Things like, you know, Kakuna, Metapod, but like there's a lot of good Pokemon in here that don't ever have a chance to shine because there's only 3 tiers. Things like Charizard, things like Butterfree, which has been like a dominant lower tier Pokemon. Wartortle, unironically, has been a Eviolite like Rapid Spinner in the NU tier even, or in like, it could be like Wartortle Rapid Spin would actually be so good if there was like, if it was a lower tier. Beedrill's never getting good. Pidgeot's never getting good. Fearow used to be an NU threat back in the day. Probably too outdated. There are things that could work. Sandslash sometimes pops up as a Rapid Spinner and NU, but it's not quite good enough. But it'd be really good. Like, if they had another lower tier, Sandslash would probably be really good in that tier. Raichu, probably not. But there are certain Pokemon that, when given another tier, would have such a chance to shine. Maybe Primeape. Victreebel really could, like a growth dual attacking sunny Pokemon abuser. Rapidash could be potentially Kangaskhan, like a good Pokemon that doesn't have a chance to shine. Tangela and Tangrowth are really interesting. Things like Porygon, Flareon, Dragonair, Omastar, like there are good Pokemon that are just trapped and untiered, and obviously some get used in NU because they are good enough. But there's not enough tiers for them. Like, I really wish we have like Speed Boost Scolipede. Oh, just kidding. No, we don't. We have Scolipede. Okay, normal Scolipede. Really cool Pokemon. I wish it was in, you know, a better tier. Could do better. Dino's gonna usage. Girder sometimes gets usage. There are some cool Pokemon down here. Okay, that I would love to see be able to get more usage. But when there's only 3 tiers, it's just so hard. The power gap. Like, the way that I always explain it is when things like Gligar are in the same tier as, like, what's like a comparable ground type Pokemon? Sorry, I'm just doing this on the fly, so I appreciate the patience. There's not gonna be a whole lot comparable to that, for example, to be fair. Like Stunfisk. Like that's a funny, like, yeah, those are kind of similar, like bulky walls, pivot bonds. When things like Gligar are in the same tier as Stunfisk, what the fuck is Stunfisk supposed to do? What is he ever going to do? Off stream. What is he ever going to be able to do? Nothing, right? Like, when things like Electros are in the same tier as Raichu, what is Raichu ever going to do? There's no use for these Pokemon. When things like Druddigon are in the same tier as, like, Dragonair, I don't know, man. When things like Sceptile are in the same tier, when Sceptile's in the same tier as Maractus and, like, Cacturn and Carnivine, like, these Pokemon will never, ever in a million years have a chance to shine. And I don't know, it's kind of brutal to me. Yeah, I don't see why not, German. Technically, I think a legendary could be secret shiny. We haven't seen that yet. Maybe not, but I don't see why not. That'd be kind of interesting. For anyone who watched PokeMMO streams back on Twitch in like 2013, you'll understand this. You had to put PokeMMO in your title, and not everybody did this. And the reason why it was so difficult to find PokeMMO streams back in like 2013, 2015 was that even nowadays, we don't have a PokeMMO section. We have PokeMMO 3D on Twitch. And no one actually streams PokeMMO 3D. Literally no one. You'll like almost never find people streaming it. It's all PokeMMO streamers in this section. Why do we not have a Twitch category? I don't know. We had one for like a year and they took it away. I don't know why. When PokeMMO 3D is like way more of a dead game, you know? We're not like requested or something. I'm not sure. But anyways, back in the day, there wasn't an agreed upon category that every PokeMMO streamer just streamed under. Like, you would find some under Fire Red because that was like what the game was. But then when like Emerald came out, do you switch to Pokemon Emerald or do you still stream under Fire Red? Like, we had people streaming under Fire Red, Emerald, Black and White, and like whatever the newest Pokemon game was. Like, people would stream PokeMMO under like Gen 6 or whatever because that was the category on Twitch that had the most amount of Pokemon audience. So that was like the best way. Like, there was no agreed upon group where every PokeMMO streamer just streamed, and there was already like so few PokeMMO streamers, like almost no consistent ones. It was so hard, but nowadays we have like the Pokemon MMO 3D category is kind of our category. You almost can always load up Twitch and find at least one person live streaming PokeMMO, which is like was one of my longest goals, one of my biggest goals. If you watch my streams back in 2021 when I started doing content again for PokeMMO, you heard me talk about like a huge goal of mine is just the fact that I want people to be able to load up and log in every day and have a selection of streamers to like watch or content creators, right? I want people to be able to like, which for it's like the bare minimum, right? But for a very, very long time for PokeMMO, every day you would load up and there'd be like no YouTube videos, no streams. There was just such a lack of content. It was crazy. Hey, given the fact that you are pretty much the biggest PokeMMO influencer, does PokeMMO support you at all? I get this question a lot, and my honest answer is there's literally zero reason for PokeMMO to support me, which is fair. If they want to like partner up, I mean, I'm down. I don't know what the benefit would be, like, oh, I don't stream any other Pokemon MMO or something like that, but I pretty much already do that. So like, there's like almost no benefit for them to partner with me. The main meme is like, I think we're just in like this silent agreement where like if I grow they grow and if they grow I grow. Like, we are just like a very mutually beneficial like two things. I love their game. Hopefully my content encourages their game in a positive light and like gives positive experiences and feedback to the game, stuff like that. Like, hopefully it's a mutually beneficial thing, but because it's already mutually beneficial, I'm able to make money off their game, make a living by playing their game, and obviously making my own content. But it's very mutually beneficial. Hopefully, I don't see a reason to, yeah, there's no reason for them to sponsor me, essentially, like from a logical standpoint. Would I love it? Yeah, of course. But no logical reason from them, which is fair. I don't think I'd want some sort of special benefit where they like give me information sooner. That's already like a conspiracy theory. Some people think that I have some sort of inside information with the devs. It's really just I make a lot of predictions. Okay, this is the real streamer move. I make a lot of predictions, and because I play the game for a long time and I know a lot about the game, a lot of my predictions are actually pretty correct, right? But also when it comes to predictions, this is a content creator secret. Okay, I'm divulging a magician's trick when it comes to secrets or predictions. Predictions, when you predict something correctly, it looks really cool and really good, but if you like do a wrong prediction, everybody just forgets about it anyway. So it's like whatever. Obviously not like a harmful one. If I'm like, oh, I think that like my Johto one, for example, and that one I was like pretty confident on that. My Johto one I was like 90% confident on, and I probably get like 80% of my predictions correct. But my Johto prediction, like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna guess that like in the next like 12 months Johto will come out or whatever, and it basically exactly did. That one was like a really easy one to predict because, you know, regions have been released like every 3 to 4 years consistently for 10 years. stuff like that, where like making your prediction can be really good. Qualifying, it's really important, and always saying like, this is just my prediction, this is just my speculation, I'm just a player, I'm just a a guy who likes the game, I don't have any sort of, that's really important. But yeah, I wouldn't, but the point was I wouldn't want any sort of like insider information with the devs. I feel like people would just get mad at me for that, which is, I wouldn't want it. That's fair. If they really wanted to sponsor me in some way, I think the most reasonable way that PokeMMO could sponsor me, if they wanted to, would maybe be like, give me infinite donator status or something of the sort. Wait, no. Even that I don't like. That, like, I can't find, but that's not, it's just not fair. I don't want, this is not fair. I don't want to have a permanent shiny boost. I don't know. Even that's like, I don't know. I don't want an unfair advantage over the average player. It makes me, feel icky. I don't like that. Even I don't want that. Make a cosmetic for you? Okay, that would be fucking cool. Wait, I've talked about this. I always forget it. I've talked about this before. Okay, if they want to make a cosmetic around me, or a, yeah, it feels wrong, or like an NPC with my name, that would be like the most unbelievable honor. That would be really, really cool. Having an NPC with my name in like Vermilion City, like that, replace that old man or some shit, that would be like the dream. That would be really, really cool. Imagine if PokeMMO implemented, this is crazy, imagine if PokeMMO implemented an achievement log or an achievement list that upon completing those achievements, you were rewarded with trading cards. And those trading cards didn't do anything, but they were just like a collection piece. And you could collect like full base set, or like full fossil, or like kind of or like a PokeMMO original TCG. Kind of neat. Maybe they add a full mini. Okay, now we're going too far, but it's kind of just a funny little thing to, brainstorm about. Yeah, I think the biggest updates that PokeMMO could add are just some sort of more like on the rails endgame content for people. Things like dungeons and raids we've talked about. Things like an achievement list. Stuff like that would be really, really good for people. Imagine an achievement where it says kill a wild shiny. I would probably do it. That would be really interesting. It would give people a reason to do that. I would probably go for it, honestly. Like a Tentatroll or something, or a rat. I would do that for sure, honestly, for the achievement. Some sort of general leaderboard would be incredible as well. I've talked about this. PokeMMO doesn't really have any leaderboards except for during event season. Imagine if there was like a leaderboard for like, they could do different ones. I don't know. I assume they have these stats from players. Imagine if there was a leaderboard for like numbers of encounters, like total encounters gotten. And it like started from scratch. Like, dude, could you imagine the rush? Oh my god, think about this. Imagine the rush if they added leaderboards to the game for things like number of Pokemon killed, number of total encounters gotten, number of shinies caught. Like, dude, the rush of players to be rank 1 within those first couple weeks, it'd be like if you like add like a new server to an MMO, or add like an Iron Man mode or something. That would be unbelievable. The game would be so like, that would be an insane rush. I would be obsessed. I would grind so hard. I would stop making videos and I would just stream and go for rank 1s. And like, I love rank hunting, dude. Oh my god. But yeah, that would be so fun to go for stuff like that. Dude, I've never really like pieced that together, but that would be incredible. Yeah, we do have a PvP leaderboard. That's true. So we have like a PVM leaderboard. Imagine a billboard in the center of Vermilion City, or like all the hub cities that have that leaderboard on it. There's some really, really cool things they could do, man. Who do I main in Crash Bash? The real goddamn questions in chat, dude. Finally. I've been getting boring, cringe PokeMMO questions and food questions all day. This guy, Kong, the big mouse, Koala Kong. Clearly the best Crash Bash character, true and real. I don't know if that's a high estimate. That's what I've seen from my anecdotal experience. I would say the average player goes around 400 to 600 hours for their first shiny Pokemon. Now I will say, as players get smarter and like education is more widely distributed and like ×5 hordes are more abused, obviously that number is way too high. If you like just spawn in and immediately go do ×5 hordes, like obviously you're gonna get a shiny within like 100 hours pretty easily. It's like 30 hours for an average ×5 horde, but most people spend a bunch of time doing storylines. Like, I feel like most people finish all storylines on top of like a bunch of casual grinding and a bunch of casual stuff at like a couple hundred hours. It sounds like a lot, like a couple hundred hours just for all the storylines, but it's because people have fun and like have their experience and learn about EV training and do some EV training. It's just, it happens at MMO, right? Like, time passes really quickly. I'd say the average, yeah, hours for your first shiny is around 400 to 600. I see a lot of people say stuff like, oh, like 100 hours dry, 200 hours dry, and it's like, all that comes down to is encounters. How many encounters do you have? Are you tracking your encounters? It's possible to be 100 hours into your account and maybe you've done like 80 hours of ×5 hordes and you are legitimately super dry, and that sucks. I hope you get a shiny as soon as possible. My main response is almost always, I hope you get a shiny as soon as possible, but there is a level of self-awareness of like, oh man, like how many encounters do I truly have? I talk about this all the time. Me and my stream calced a while back that you only average around like 2,000 encounters per storyline, and that's if you EV train and XP train all of your Pokemon with ×5 hordes. So it's on the hyper high end. So if even after all 5 storylines, you'll be at like what, 10k encounters, like you're 1/3 of rate. Like it's not even close. But people will have like, people will get like 400 hours played, have like 10 to 15k encounters and be like, oh, I'm so dry. And it's like, are you? Like, it's very possible you are. I just don't know, you know? What region has the easiest E4? That's a great question. In my opinion, it's actually by far Johto. I think Johto has the easiest Elite Four in the entire game by far. But Johto is also probably the hardest storyline by far, which is, you know, Patrouski. How could that be? How could it have the easiest Elite Four be the hardest storyline? The reason why it's the hardest storyline and probably the hardest region to Nuzlocke is because of the double boss fights. Like Ho-Oh and Gyarados. They can be easy if you prepare for them, but I don't know, they're still tough. Like even if you prepare for the Ho-Oh boss fight, they're not easy. Especially like in a Nuzlocke, you're losing Mons at Ho-Oh, dude. I don't know how you'd not lose a Mon on a Johto Nuzlocke at Ho-Oh. That seems brutal. Dude, Wizkey, if you've got space on a charm and you're offering it, your charm is what got me Miltank, man. You've got the good luck. If you have space and you don't mind, I would love a Wizkey charm. That'd be an honor. This is one of my favorite wholesome memories. As a kid, I was probably like 6 to 8 years old. I remember one day jokingly telling my dad, I'm like 6 to 8 years old, hey, can I drive today? Like as a joke. And he was like, how many times did you crash today on like, I was playing like Gran Turismo like 2 on PS1. He was like, how many times did you crash? And I was like, as soon as he said that, I just looked down and I was like, I shouldn't drive. I just never forgot. I just remember. I never forgot that. Or he was like, dude, it was a good meme. Got shiny Beldum today at 27k eggs. Dude, congratulations. What an achievement, man. Congrats. I'm going to be honest, guys. I am getting proper bored, as the Brits would say, of proper bored of single encounter hunting, okay? After this charm, remind me, after this charm, I'm going to go collect. I'm going to go collect all, I say this now, I might not do it. I'm going to go collect all the Pokeyen from the GTL, as well as flip those 2012 Mons I bought onto the GTL, and maybe do some flipping. I don't know. We'll see. I just need a small break. I need to switch things up a little bit. You got shiny Feebas? No shot, Matt. That's a huge one. Via A right now. Are you in the encounter? Are you in the encounter? 6.8k eggs? Oh, you got it via A. You got it 6.8k for shiny Feebas? Dude, that's a huge fucking shiny. Did you just get it? Did you just pop it? Wait, link it. Are my whispers on? Dude, congratulations. Put it in global. Yeah, global. Yeah, global. Dude, I would love to see that. I'm shaking. You got it right now from egg? Dude, fucking congrats. Feebas is a crazy one. Feebas is like a really crazy shunt. Link it whenever possible, man. Congrats, dude. Right, you got it right now. Look at this. Look. Mild nature. There it is, man. Congratulations, dude. It's a beautiful one, too. Feebas or Melodic, whichever you want. Dude, congratulations, dude. That's a beautiful shiny to get, dude. Holy shit, congrats. I know you've been going for that for so long. Like eggs plus fishing for it. You've been really gunning for it, dude. Congratulations, man. That is awesome to see. This is one of my most guilty pleasure admittances as a content creator, and I've told my girlfriend this sometimes. Dude, sometimes I tell her, I'm like, dude, to be totally honest, okay, I love streaming and I love content creation. I think I prefer being a chatter. I really like being a Twitch chatter. I grew up being a Twitch chatter. Fucking dumb memes, stupid emotes, 7TV, BTTV, FrankRFAZ. Before that, Kappa spam, Golden Kappa check, like all the dumb shit. The whole Dachi base era, like it's all these memes, right? Ellie Giggle. Oh my god. I love being a Twitch chatter. My guiltiest pleasure is that I probably prefer being a chatter than a streamer, which is really funny that I'm a full-time streamer, KekW. I think I'm around, what, like 3k encounters for Entei? I think around that. I think I started at around 0 encounters of this hunt. I was around 2,000 to 2,500. So I think I'm around 3K encounters for Entei. Nothing crazy. Okay, you're correct. I'm going to get a short, like, 5-minute break, even though I'm going to waste, maybe less. I want to finally go collect this Pokeyen, guys. I have been letting this sit here forever. I want to reap my rewards, okay? Are you ready for the dopamine hit? Are you ready? Make it all visible and viewable. We're going to claim all. I didn't think it was that much. 2.6 on the first page alone. What? Okay, it's literally, I can't do math. It's literally way more than I thought. That put me to 11 mil just off that one claim. I thought it was less than that. I thought that was going to put me like maybe 9.8. 745 off that. That's reasonable. And then we'll claim the rest like this. Damn, almost 12 mil. That's way, actually I can claim these too. Ooh, over 12 mil. That is way more than I thought. This was mostly going through my boxes and selling stuff off that I had in there and a bunch of flipping. A lot of this was selling off leftover stuff in my boxes, like this stuff. Flipping. A lot of this was flipping. Man, I need to relist these two Pokemon, though. The Wobbuffet and the Porygon-Z. That was sick, though. No more gym runs. Based. This guy has the IGN Pokedex. That's unbelievable. That's really cool. Wow. Do you think they'll add more ocarinas? Yeah, for sure. They added more with Johto, right? Well, I guess, I don't know. I mean, if they add more stuff, I don't see why not. I don't know what they would do next, but I'm sure they could add some ocarinas. They did Headbutt and Rock Climb and stuff. Wait, I didn't know Bayleaf was here at the Tauros Spot. Oh shit, this is actually kind of a better shunting location than I realized. Oh damn, I had no idea that Bayleaf was here. Kind of bomb. Damn, so there's like Hoppip, Tauros, Bayleaf. I should have been here the whole time. Gloom. I need double Glooms. This is a great shunting spot actually for Entei. I should have been here the whole time. Question: if you canceled the evolution of a Pokemon and it leveled to level 100, how would you evolve it if you decided to evolve it after level 100? There actually is a way to do that. Rare candy. If you rare candy a Pokemon at level 100, it will actually evolve it. A really fun little random trick to know about. That's a Giga Brain tip, Shreddingly. Hint for when you leave Pokemon at the daycare. The lady tells you how many levels they grew, but there's no information at what level they were when you put them in and what level they're at now. That's always been like a weird thing. I agree. The hint is to nickname them the level they currently are when you put them in the daycare. That's actually Giga Brain. I've literally constantly ran into that issue. Not like in the past, not in a long time, but that's actually really cool. Does the daycare have any niche? It's kind of good. Like, I don't talk about this enough, but it is kind of legitimately good to like kind of always have a like I've talked about this, having like not any Pokemon, but certain Pokemon in the daycare. Like, if you want to do like really passive profit, EV train Meowths, and then don't let them evolve, and then put them in the daycare, and then you'll have level 100 Meowths. That's a really good way to do it, because those are obviously a huge pain to accidentally evolve. Meowths, Smeargles, a lot of these Pokemon that are like really, really good money at level 100, even like Typhlosions or whatever, if you want, whatever. There are some good Pokemon that profit. There are some Pokemon that you lose money on. If you like put like a random Galvantula or something in there, and then you have to pay like 80k to withdraw it, and you sell it for like 50k, like you're not making money, right? But there are some legitimate like passive money making methods with the daycares and stuff, which isn't really talked about too much, but it's kind of good. This is fucked up in the head. Maybe it's just Stockholm syndrome. I kind of want to go hunt either Ditto or Houndour next as a shiny after I get Entei, because it would allow me to get more shiny rat fails and keep the meme going. But is it really worth the mental hit just to keep the shiny rat meme going? I don't know, dude. Am I milking it at that point? Am I stalling for content? Yes to both. Is it worth it? That's questionable. The important thing of why it's so good to stockpile up so much yen right now is because it's going to be really hard to save during event season. When it's so fast, when you only have 1 month between events, right? Like, we know that the anniversary event is probably going to come out in November, probably, at this point, from the devs and everything. So if like Halloween's the Halloween event, October Halloween event, November's the anniversary event, you have 1 month in there to make enough money to like invest in both. And then the Christmas event, you have 1 month, like only 1 month to save money. You want to save more ahead of time so that you have like, you might not want to blow your entire savings into just the Halloween event. You might want to section it off like if I get like 20 mil by the time the events start, I might want to do, you know what, maybe which event do I want to take the most serious? Maybe the anniversary event. I really like that event, so maybe I spend like 5 to 8 mil on the Halloween event and do a lot of playing the event. Maybe I make some money along the way. Let's say I spend 5 to 8 mil on the Halloween event. Let's say 5. And let's say I want to spend like 10 to like 12 mil on the anniversary because I really prefer that event. So like 10 to 12. So I spend like 10 to 12 on that. So then I'm left with like what? I spend 12 with like 3 to 5 or whatever. Maybe like going to the Christmas event. Maybe I've made some money by that point. So then I have 5 left over for the Christmas event. Like that sort of thing. And then you have, I almost forgot. And then you have the Lunar New Year event in late January. It's man, 4 events 1 month apart is going to be absurd. All right. With that means that's going to be the end of the stream. No Entei today. Sorry to the believers. I know you deserve the reward. I'm sorry. We did a lot of encounters today, though. A fair amount of encounters. I should be at around, what, 3,200? Yeah, like 32 to 3,500 Entei encounters total. So we're doing some pretty good progress. Make sure to like the stream and like the video if you did enjoy it. Dislike if not, that's totally okay. Subscribe to the channel for daily videos. Follow the Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's links down below for updates on my content. If you want to go above and beyond, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo. Do help out a lot, but you don't need to. It's free content. Yoink. Easy peasy. See you guys. Have a great day. Love you. Have a good one. Bye. Peace. Hey, thanks so much for watching till the very end of the video, and thanks to everybody whose name is on this list. You guys go above and beyond and allow me to make the content that I do. So thank you so much once again, and have a great day.